Thank you, Megan. I just feel like we should have that like theme to Final Jeopardy, that music during those breaks or something. Maybe we can input that. Anyway, thank you. It's my pleasure to introduce Rachel Nadolny, who is finishing up her master's degree in sustainability science at UMass Amherst. In the time I've had the pleasure of knowing Rachel, I quickly discovered that she's a very bright and motivated student. She is committed to a sustainable future, so it has been exciting to have people see people like that, like her, in the field. One of the main things she's done for me is she's really given me optimism for our collective future, and I'm glad I was able to work with her this summer. She wasn't able to work in the office. We are in New Hampshire, but she was able to spend time in her family home, which is in New Hampshire, and enjoy the beauty of the White Mountains. Hence, that's the story behind the picture on the screen. And I wish her all the best in her future endeavors. And I want to thank her for all her efforts. And with that, I'll pass it off to Rachel. Thank you.
Thank you, Dave. That means a lot. Yeah, so as Dave said, this summer I've been working with Exeter. I've been working on completing a municipal operations greenhouse gas emissions inventory for the town of Exeter. And Exeter has been working towards becoming a more sustainable and resilient community against climate change. For example, they created an energy committee as well as a sustainability advisory committee to work towards this goal. And from the results of the inventory, which are portrayed on the pie chart on the right, the wastewater treatment, mobile combustion, and electricity resulted as the largest sources of emissions. So from the results of the inventory, I came up with recommendations for emission reduction targets, as well as strategies to reach these targets. Next slide, please. So next steps, I recommended that Exeter's municipal operations achieve net zero emissions by 2050, with an interim goal of a 30% reduction in emissions by 2030. And these targets were recommended because of the strong push from Exeter's community for sustainability action. And these targets are in line with other towns that are also taking aggressive action towards climate change. Two strategies that I recommended were putting solar panels on the landfill and switching some of their fleet vehicles to hybrid vehicles. And both of these strategies will help Exeter reach the 2030 goal. And in order to achieve net zero by 2050, it will require all of Exeter's departments to be involved and work together on implementing emission reduction strategies. Another next step for Exeter would be to conduct some type of community analysis in order to get more of a complete picture of the town's contributions to climate change. And this analysis could be a traditional community-wide greenhouse gas emissions inventory or another type of analysis, such as a consumption-based analysis. Next slide, please. So in order for Exeter to become a sustainable and resilient community, it is necessary to address this from a holistic approach. It is important to recognize that doing a greenhouse gas inventory and reducing emissions is just one part of sustainability. One major theme that has become apparent to me over the summer is that sustainability is a collective action. So for example, reducing Exeter's emissions, like I said, will require all departments to work together, just like how tackling climate change and other sustainability issues requires a collective action. And which is why I'm very grateful to have been a part of the Sustainability Fellowship Program. All of the fellows have done amazing work, and together we are moving towards a more sustainable future. Overall, from this experience, I have gained confidence in myself as a sustainability professional. I went from feeling like an intern to feeling more like a part of the team at Exeter. And I just want to say thank you to my mentor, Dave Sharples, for working on this project with me. And thank you to the other fellows, Megan, Jen, and Allie, for enabling me to succeed in this position. Thank you.